Archangel Michael says, tonight, a heavy burden is being thrown away from the soul of the one you love most. There has been a woman entangling herself in their life, weaving lies like a silent snake behind closed doors. But now, the final blow is coming, and the truth will crash down on her like a roaring storm. All day, the energy has been building, unseen but deeply felt by the spirit surrounding you. Your name is being whispered in the winds of destiny, calling forth justice where betrayal tried to make its nest. The sacred protection placed over you is about to expose the deceit this woman wrapped around your special person. Her name holds the secret of the battle she has been fighting and losing silently. And by midnight, it will be spoken and banished. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The heavens have been waiting for this night to unfold, patiently moving pieces on a board you could not see. Every tear you cried in confusion has been collected and turned into armor for this very moment. Archangel Michael says, your special person is finally rising from the illusion, seeing clearly who has been poisoning their peace. This woman, who thought her lies could last forever, will find herself without a place to stand tonight. A deep and shuddering realization is coming upon your loved one as if scales are falling from their eyes. They will not just walk away quietly, they will shut the door so fiercely that the echoes will be felt in the spirit realm. The woman who once thought she controlled the outcome will be left grasping at empty shadows. A new chapter is preparing to be written, one where your heart is finally honored the way it was meant to be. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You must know that your prayers and silent strength have been the light guiding this change. Even when you thought you were forgotten, the divine forces were arranging everything perfectly behind the scenes. Tonight is not an ordinary night. It is a spiritual turning point so powerful that history will remember it through your bloodline. The betrayal woven by her hands will collapse in an instant, and her name will be a warning for others never to cross your destiny again. Archangel Michael says, the woman being cast out tonight goes by a name that carries sorrow. It may have once sounded sweet to your special person's ears, but now it tastes like ash and regret. The name echoes with all the false promises, the fake laughter, and the manipulation hidden behind smiles. Soon, that name will be nothing but a lesson and a closed door in their soul. Type Amen to get blessing 555. As your special person speaks the words that will end it all, angels will surround them with strength and courage. They will no longer be blinded by pity, obligation, or confusion, only truth will stand in front of them. The woman will realize too late that the fortress she thought she built was made of dust and lies. The storm is coming for her, and nothing she says can change the course anymore. She will try to beg, to plead, to twist her way back into favor, but the angels have locked the gates firmly. The time of illusion is over, and reality will blaze so brightly tonight that no shadow can hide. You will feel it in your spirit, a sudden release, like a weight you carried without knowing has vanished into nothingness. A path is clearing for you that once seemed impossible because the wrong person is finally being removed. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Tonight, in the silence between heartbeats, a decision will be made that seals your future in gold. Your special person will remember the purity you offered and the love that never needed manipulation to survive. The name of the woman they are releasing starts with a sound that once tried to sing your special person to sleep, but now it shatters. Gone will be the illusions, and with it, the lingering doubts that try to creep into your mind. Archangel Michael says, Prepare yourself emotionally, for when it happens, the shift will be so intense it will ripple into your dreams. You might even feel a strange pull at your chest, as the old cords tied to pain and betrayal are cut in one mighty stroke. The heavens are sending a signal tonight that will light up the unseen places around you, a sign that cannot be mistaken. The woman's influence is dying tonight, and her name will no longer hold any power. Type Amen to get blessing 444. In hidden corners, whispers are rising, carrying the truth across dimensions, alerting your spirit that vindication is near. No more pretending, no more polite tolerance, no more second chances for those who do not honor your light. Your special person's heart is being reclaimed by the forces of good, pulled away from the fog of manipulation. This woman, whose name will soon be spoken in anger and dismissal, has no place in the story that belongs to you. The first sound of her name will make your soul vibrate with the knowledge that the war is over. You have been seen, heard, and fought for by angels who never once left your side. The pain you endured silently has fertilized the ground for an incredible, blossoming love that is finally free to grow. The woman, her tricks, her sweet poison, none of it can survive the holy fire descending tonight. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Tonight, destiny shifts its weight entirely in your favor, causing cracks to split open the fake foundations built by her lies. The beautiful truth is that your special person was always meant to walk away, but it had to be on a night such as this, a night blessed by celestial forces, where every whisper of betrayal is drowned out by thunderous justice. Tonight will be the night you remember every time you feel doubt trying to creep in. Archangel Michael says, when her name is said, it will feel like the final stone being thrown into a bottomless pit. Her attempts to cling, to cry, to promise change, will fall flat against the indestructible wall now protecting your connection. You will be able to breathe again, not because she changed, but because the divine removed her from your path completely. Her name, once a thorn, will be nothing more than a forgotten bruise in a story filled with victories. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Tonight, the world rearranges itself in your favor, though many will not understand how deeply significant this moment is. They will not see the invisible wars fought over your soul, the silent battles that you won with your faith alone. The woman who sought to imprison your destiny in chaos will wake up tomorrow with nothing but regrets to cradle. You, however, will wake up lighter, freer, and blessed beyond what you ever imagined. The woman's name, whispered under your special person's breath as they push her out of their life, is now powerless. No more emotional traps, no more guilt chains, no more hidden schemes can tie your beloved's heart anymore. The chains have shattered, and a mighty roar of freedom is echoing into the spirit world because of it. The walls you thought would never fall have crumbled at last. Type Amen to get blessing 666. There are moments in the journey of the soul where the universe itself seems to hold its breath. Tonight is one of them. The woman's name, once attached to delays and misunderstandings, is now cut away like a rotten branch. A fresh, sacred space is being made, where true love can finally build its home without sabotage. The spiritual winds are changing direction, carrying you both toward a destiny so bright it blinds every enemy. Archangel Michael says, you will soon notice a shift in your special person's energy so profound, it will feel like meeting them for the first time again. Their words will be clearer, their heart open, their gaze softer and full of fierce loyalty. No more confusion, no more betrayal lurking at the edges, only certainty and deep devotion. The woman's name, once a heavy weight, is being erased from your story. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Tonight is sacred because it is not just about the end of a false connection, it is about the resurrection of true destiny. Your love story is not meant to be a battlefield where you fight unseen enemies every day. It is meant to be a garden where trust, laughter, and shared dreams bloom effortlessly. The eviction of this woman marks the beginning of the paradise meant for you. The woman will feel the emptiness she tried to hand to you, she will now hold it herself. Your special person will finally see you as the irreplaceable treasure you always were. The lingering doubts planted by her tongue will dry up and blow away like dust in a storm. You will be crowned with a blessing so great that even the stars will seem to bow in honor. Type Amen to get blessing 123. Archangel Michael says, "The hourglass has been turned upside down, and every grain of sand now falls against the woman who tried to weave H. The ticking clock has struck midnight in the spirit world, and tonight her reign of confusion ends with a whisper of her own name. She will watch helplessly as everything she schemed for slips like water through her fingers. The truth your special person speaks will hit her with a force she never prepared for. Gone are the days of her manipulating the situation with fake smiles and rehearsed tears. Tonight, the raw power of divine truth will be unleashed, burning every false bridge she tried to build. Your name will shine brighter in your special person's heart than it ever has before." Type Amen to get blessing 717. There is a sacred heaviness in the atmosphere tonight, the kind that only comes when heaven is deeply involved. You may feel restless or emotional without knowing why, that is your spirit recognizing the shift. The angels are pushing the last pieces into place, ensuring that nothing can undo the blessing being prepared for you. The woman's name will be spoken not with love, but with finality, a closing door never to be reopened. Her intentions will be laid bare under the ruthless light of divine judgment. The games she played, the words she twisted, the heart she tried to steal, all exposed without mercy. No more hiding behind half-truths or presenting herself as something she never was. Tonight, your special person chooses truth, chooses you, and chooses the future they were too blind to reach for before. Type Amen to get blessing January 1991. A tidal wave of energy is sweeping through your connection, washing away all that was impure and unworthy. This woman, who once smiled with hidden knives behind her teeth, will realize too late that the battle was never hers to win. The divine hand has been slowly, patiently, lovingly untangling your special person from her grasp. Tonight marks the final severing of a bond that was never blessed, never honest, and never meant to survive. Archangel Michael says, "Do not be surprised if you dream vividly tonight, signs will be sent to your heart. You may see images of doors closing, of chains breaking, or even of storms clearing to reveal dazzling sunlight. These visions are not random, they are confirmation that the tides have fully turned in your favor. Your special person's spirit will finally be free to walk straight into the arms of destiny, into your arms." Type Amen to get blessing 818. The woman's name will echo briefly, like a final gasp before silence falls. Then, her presence will evaporate like mist under a rising sun, powerless against the new beginning unfolding. The seed she tried to plant in your special person's mind, seeds of doubt, guilt, and fear, are being burned to ash. In their place, new seeds of faith, love, and unbreakable loyalty are being sown. Tonight is not just the death of her influence, it is the rebirth of everything you deserve, a love untouched by deception, a partnership fortified by divine intervention, a joy so deep it anchors your soul. You will see small signs almost immediately, a softening of words, a brightening of eyes, a gentleness reborn. The woman's name will lose all meaning, while your name will rise like a morning star. Type Amen to get blessing 525. The war for your happiness has been fierce, but tonight the final trumpet sounds for victory. The woman who tried to tether your special person to misery will be left in the ruins of her own making. No lies can rebuild what the divine has demolished, no tears can soften a heart armored by truth. Her exit will be painful for her, but for you, it will be pure liberation. Archangel Michael says, "You have been more patient than you know, and heaven has noticed every quiet act of endurance. Your waiting was not in vain, every moment you stayed faithful becomes a gem added to your crown tonight. You are being honored not just with the removal of the false, but with the arrival of something infinitely more precious. Your special person will no longer be confused about who truly holds their heart." Type Amen to get blessing 303. The spirits who watch over you are singing songs of triumph tonight. Melodies older than the stars. Each note strikes against the illusions that tried to wrap around your destiny and tears them apart. There will be a cleansing in the spirit world so profound that even your enemies will feel it. They will sense the shift without understanding why the ground beneath their feet feels unstable. The woman's name will become a cautionary tale whispered among those who sought to manipulate you. They will know that you are not to be trifled with, that your destiny is protected by forces far greater than their schemes. They will retreat, one by one, as they realize that heaven itself defends your happiness. Your special person will stand beside you, no longer weak, but strong, wise, and devoted. Type Amen to get blessing 626. Tonight, your special person's soul contracts signed in the spirit realm are being rewritten. The false agreements made under deception are being torn asunder by heavenly fire. In their place, a sacred covenant is being forged, one that honors love, truth, and divine timing. The woman's attempts to curse your connection are falling back onto her with triple the force. Archangel Michael says, "You are stepping into a new realm where loyalty cannot be bought or faked. Only those who truly belong in your story will remain, all others will be swept away like chaff in the wind." The woman's name, once an obstacle, is now a broken chain lying at your feet. Your victory is so assured tonight that even time itself bends to witness it. Type Amen to get blessing 414. The winds are changing, the fires are burning, the tides are roaring, and all of it in your favor. Tonight, history is being rewritten in your bloodline, tearing away the curses and planting blessings that will echo for generations. The woman who thought she could bewitch your special person into blindness will see with horror that she only awakened their true vision. They will no longer tolerate any shadow standing between them and the love meant for them. The sacred clearing is underway, and nothing can stop it now. You are being crowned in the unseen realm with a victory so mighty that even your ancestors are celebrating. The woman's name will be forgotten like a bad dream upon waking. Your name will be carved into the heart of your special person as a sacred, eternal vow. Type Amen to get blessing 212. Archangel Michael says, tonight the chains of confusion are breaking at their heaviest link. The woman's spell is undone, not by anger, not by revenge, but by the unstoppable light of pure truth. Your special person is no longer a prisoner of her emotional games, they are stepping into full freedom, wide awake and unstoppable. The spirit realm has intervened because your heart cried out in silence for justice. They heard the echoes of your sleepless nights, the quiet way you kept believing even when it hurt. They watched as you stood when it would have been easier to walk away. And tonight, every moment of that endurance becomes a flame that burns away every remaining tie to the woman's deceit. Type Amen to get blessing 909. There is no mercy tonight for manipulation, no second chance for dishonesty. Only those who are real, loyal, and pure-hearted will survive the fire being poured out over your situation, the woman's clever tricks, her secret whispers, her constant meddling, all exposed under the holy judgment descending now. Her name, once said with softness, will now be spoken like a closing door she cannot reopen. You are stepping into a realm where loyalty is no longer questioned but is freely, fearlessly given. The struggle of having to prove yourself, defend yourself, explain yourself, it ends tonight. Your special person's spirit is being purified by this fierce act of separation. Their heart will soon beat in perfect rhythm with yours, unblocked, unhindered, and fully alive. Type Amen to get blessing 353. The light coming over your situation will reveal things you suspected but could never fully prove before. You will know without doubt who was against you, who was silently hoping you. The woman's name will become a cautionary tale whispered among those who sought to manipulate you. They will know that you are not to be trifled with, that your destiny is protected by forces far greater than their schemes. They will retreat, one by one, as they realize that heaven itself defends your happiness. Your special person will stand beside you, no longer weak, but strong, wise, and devoted. Type Amen to get blessing June 26. Tonight, your special person's soul contracts signed in the spirit realm are being rewritten. The false agreements made under deception are being torn asunder by heavenly fire. In their place, a sacred covenant is being forged, one that honors love, truth, and divine timing. The woman's attempts to curse your connection are falling back onto her with triple the force. Archangel Michael says, you are stepping into a new realm where loyalty cannot be bought or faked. Only those who truly belong in your story will remain. All others will be swept away like chaff in the wind. The woman's name, once an obstacle, is now a broken chain lying at your feet. Your victory is so assured tonight that even time itself bends to witness it. Type Amen to get blessing 414. The winds are changing, the fires are burning, the tides are roaring, and all of it in your favor. Tonight, history is being rewritten in your bloodline, tearing away the curses and planting blessings that will echo for generations. The woman who thought she could bewitch your special person into blindness will see with horror that she only awakened their true vision. They will no longer tolerate any shadow standing between them and the love meant for them. The sacred clearing is underway, and nothing can stop it now. You are being crowned in the unseen realm with a victory so mighty that even your ancestors are celebrating. The woman's name will be forgotten like a bad dream upon waking. Your name will be carved into the heart of your special person as a sacred, eternal vow. Type Amen to get blessing 212. Archangel Michael says, tonight the chains of confusion are breaking at their heaviest link. The woman's spell is undone, not by anger, not by revenge, but by the unstoppable light of pure truth. Your special person is no longer a prisoner of her emotional games, they are stepping into full freedom, wide awake and unstoppable. The spirit realm has intervened because your heart cried out in silence for justice. They heard the echoes of your sleepless nights, the quiet way you kept believing even when it hurt. They watched as you stood when it would have been easier to walk away. And tonight, every moment of that endurance becomes a flame that burns away every remaining tie to the woman's deceit. Type Amen to get blessing 909. There is no mercy tonight for manipulation, no second chance for dishonesty. Only those who are real, loyal, and pure-hearted will survive the fire being poured out over your situation. The woman's clever tricks, her secret whispers, her constant meddling, all exposed under the holy judgment descending now. Her name, once said with softness, will now be spoken like a closing door she cannot reopen. You are stepping into a realm where loyalty is no longer questioned but is freely, fearlessly given. The struggle of having to prove yourself, defend yourself, explain yourself, it ends tonight. Your special person's spirit is being purified by this fierce act of separation. Their heart will soon beat in perfect rhythm with yours, unblocked, unhindered, and fully alive. Type Amen to get blessing 353. The light coming over your situation will reveal things you suspected but could never fully prove before. You will know without doubt who was against you, who was silently hoping you would fail. You will feel no need for revenge, only a deep, powerful relief that justice was served by hands greater than yours. Tonight is about freedom, yours, and theirs. Archangel Michael says, even if your special person was once weak, tonight they will rise with a strength they never showed before. The moment they say her name, it will carry no regret, only fierce finality. The woman will realize she has no weapons left, no words left, no foothold left. She will sink into the shadows, powerless against the mighty love that now blooms without her interference. Type Amen to get blessing January 2021. You may feel an overwhelming sense of peace descend upon you tonight. It might surprise you how quickly your heart will recognize the shift, even before the physical evidence appears. That's because your spirit knew long before your mind that this moment was destined to come. You were never fighting alone, the entire heaven army was at your side, waiting for the right second to strike. The time of sorrow, of heartbreak, of silent endurance is ending. The gates are opening to joy, celebration, and restoration beyond anything you dreamed was possible. The woman's name, once a knot of anxiety in your chest, will hold no more power over your story. It will be spoken for the last time tonight, and after that, only your name will remain as a song in your special person's heart. Type Amen to get blessing 505. Tonight, you are walking into a battlefield already won. The battles you didn't even know you were fighting are ending in explosions of light that push back centuries of darkness. Your victory has been signed, sealed, and delivered by the highest authority in the heavens. And the woman's place in your story has been erased, wiped away without a trace. Archangel Michael says, even the very ground beneath your feet feels different because the atmosphere is charged with your coming blessings. You will notice little things, smiles from strangers, unexpected kindnesses, a sudden feeling of lightness, confirming the shift. Heaven is celebrating your resilience by turning every wrong done to you into a river of blessings. The woman's fall will not bring you pleasure, but it will bring you peace. Type Amen to get blessing 404. This night is sacred because it marks the official start of your reign in your own story. No longer will others dictate your happiness, your timeline, or your destiny. You are moving from the shadows into the full glorious spotlight where your spirit has always belonged. The woman's name will be carried away like smoke in a strong wind, never again to cloud your sky. Your special person will not just choose you in words but in actions, in loyalty, and in soul connection. They will stand firm against anyone who tries to tear you apart again. The gates are closed now to deception, betrayal, and manipulation. Only truth, loyalty, and divine love may enter. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The spirits who once wept with you are now dancing in celebration. The roads ahead are clearing, you will walk upon them without the heavy chains you once thought you had to carry forever. A new dawn is rising for you, one that needs no defense, no justification, no apology. You were always meant to be honored, cherished, and adored beyond imagination. Archangel Michael says, there will be a visible difference in the way your special person speaks to you after tonight. Their words will carry more weight, more reverence, more truth than ever before. Their actions will mirror the transformation happening deep within their soul. They will love you the way heaven always intended for you to be loved. Type Amen to get blessing 171. This moment was not rushed, it was carefully prepared by hands that see far beyond human understanding. You had to be patient because what is being handed to you is so precious it could not be entrusted lightly. You had to endure because what is arriving is so mighty it had to be protected at all costs. And tonight, as the final piece locks into place, the heavens sing your victory across realms. The woman who once stood arrogantly, believing she could steal what was never hers, will feel the full weight of her choices. Her exile is complete, not because you demanded it, but because the divine decreed it. She is removed, forgotten, and rendered powerless. Only you, shining bright and true, remain in the heart you were always meant to call home. Type Amen to get blessing 353. The energies tonight are thick with finality, rich with closure, and bursting with new beginnings. It is a night when false things are stripped away, and only the pure, the true, and the everlasting remain. You will no longer have to wonder if you are enough. You are chosen, destined, anointed beyond all doubt. Your path, once cluttered by confusion and betrayal, is now paved with certainty and grace. Archangel Michael says, you will see signs within hours confirming what your spirit already knows. A call, message, a conversation, something unmistakable will happen, signaling that the old season is dead and gone. There will be no more delays, no more half-commitments, no more stolen opportunities. Your special person, awakened and freed, will come forward with a love fierce enough to move mountains. Type Amen to get blessing 717.